Hello everyone, Firemac here, and welcome to my Endwalker playthrough for Final Fantasy 14 with me, Firemac. There's be some background noise, but it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it shouldn't be too bad, but yeah. So, like I said, we are doing role quests, but I made a little boo-boo, a little mistake. As you see, my Reaper is already level 90. I did an Alliance Rate Roulette when I thought it wouldn't be too much experience, but it was too much experience. So, oops. So this experience right here is about to go to waste. Out of the shadows, the Secretariat's resigned expression speaks volumes. Ah, Firemac, I wish I had better news for you, but the blasphemy continues to elude us. Can you hear me, Commander? This is Wise Kayet. I have an idea how we might take down the blasphemy. Meet me in Costa del Sol as soon as you are able. Well, that sounds promising. I'll tell Admiral you'll be away for a bit. Godspeed and stay out there. Stay safe out there. I literally skipped the word. So yeah, we might just go ahead and do the level 90 quest as well, because why not? I'm here. I mean, that kind of goes against what I said in the last episode. Yeah, well, trying to like watch what I'm saying, because it contradicts a lot of what I've already said. But yeah, I think I will just go ahead and do the level 90 quest, because it's like right there, and I know it's like outside of the pattern I said. But the melee job is one I'm not really going back to during my main quest's times. Apologies for having you come all this way, Firemac. Ever since our encounter with the blasphemy, I've been racking my brain to find a way of dealing with its debilitating attack. Sadly, I've come up empty-handed, and my companions fare no better. That's when I was thinking, if only our fighters was still with us. He always had a knack for noticing what the rest of us missed. His eyes were so sharp he could spot a foe's weakness with a single glance. It's thanks to him that we were able to slay both Leviathan and Titan, and live to tell the tale. The rub is, well, he's a bit eccentric. And yes, I know you could say that about all the company members, but unlike us, he prefers to work from the shadows. Truth be told, I've not seen him since the day we disbanded. I doubt he'd help his old comrades even if we asked. But an order from the company's acting commander would be a different story. In our heyday, we had a way of reaching him. Whistle at the fork of road, and sooner or later he'd showed himself. Didn't matter when, winter or summer, in broad sunlight or the dead of night, he'd always be watching from afar. With any luck, he still is now. But I've rambled on long enough. Go on now, this may be our best and only hope. Well, we're pretty sure we saw him. Oh wait, it's literally right here. We literally saw him in the last quest. Like, it's not a big secret. We know what he looks like. What we don't know is his name. Don't mind me, just watch it. Alright, this time it actually fit the situation. Here I was enjoying my retirement. Why'd you have to go and bloody whistle? There he is. Told you we saw him. Call me Lorenz. I'm the company's resident sharpshooter. At least I was in my day. No need to tell me who you are. I've been watching you for quite some time. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm just curious how my former mates are faring. Not as curious as folks were about me, though. First Wise Kayet, then old Miss Beer himself. Ha! As if those codgers could ever catch me. And now Eor's a storied Arrows summons me forth. No need to say why. You're going to ask me to help you take down the blasphemy. I'm not asking you, I'm ordering you. Have you forgotten the duty of the strong? Yeah, I'm going with the first one. Screw this guy. Not getting much of a good impression here, dude. You drive a hard bargain, I like that. Who am I to refuse an order from the company's acting commander? So tell me, acting commander, what specific duty would you task me with? I trust you do have a plan. Dude, absolutely. You can attack it from afar. This doesn't quite seem like a job for a melee DPS when you think about it. So you need a way to neutralize the beast's most potent attack. I can tell ye like getting up close and personal with your foes, so you'll be needing support from a distance. Who do you suppose might be best suited to that role? You. Merleweb and her twin muskets can handle the job. You, of course. It's you. Damn right. My eyes are among the keenest in the realm, as you doubtless heard from Wisecat. In pure marksmanship, none in Limsa are the Admiral's equal. Yet, Merleweb is ill-suited for a supporting role. Not for a lack of skill, of course, but rather, come to think of it, there's something you should know. Follow me. Seems like she's a little hot-blooded, right? We've seen it more than once. Plus, she's a freaking pirate. Of course she knows the ways of the pirate. I mean, I'm not used to leaving the music on in this area. Where are we? Huh? Here? What? Further up? Oh, up here. Quite the view, wouldn't you say? I often come here to admire the sea. If you would, indulge me for a moment, I'll spin ye a yarn. Just try not to doze off. Back in piracy's golden age, the League o' Lost Bastards ruled the Rotano. I was one of them, as was Merleweb. We were led by none other than her old man, Blowhiswitten. Wow, this is named twice. Blowhiswitten, the most feared captain of the high seas. Feared by his enemies, that is. Stern and unforgiving though he was, he took me under his wing and showed me the ropes. Aye, he was like a father to me, to us all, till that fateful day. Was in the year 1562 of the 6th Astral Era. Leminson merchantmen were struggling with nigh constant raids by the Sahagan. Around this time, Blowfist had wielded the day-to-day leadership of the bastards to Merleweb, his pride and joy. She was still growing into the role, though, and everyone knew the old captain was still calling the shots. Old Blowfist had a noble streak, he did. Ordered us to defend the traders from the fishbacks. Merleweb led the effort, and we fought day after day to keep the seas safe. The fighting was fierce, but we always came out in one piece, until we didn't. Until after a skirmish, a Sahagan survivor, with his last breath, summoned forth the Lord of the World. The great beast toppled our mast and cracked the keel like an egg. We clambered aboard the merchantmen as our own ship sank. Not to do but wait for the end. But then comes Blowfist and his bleeding flotilla out of nowhere to pull us out of the fire. But he did, and he did. But the League of the Lost Bastards would never be the same again, for even though we'd escaped with our lives, we soon discovered that Captain Blowfist, our iron-willed, unwavering leader, had fallen under Leviathan's thrall. And it sucks. Of course, in those days, we didn't know much about drowning or tempering. Didn't know what to make of our captain as he grew more haggard by the day. his words devolving into crazed rambling. Then one day he vanishes, taken off with half of our men. Not long after, a band of pirates calling themselves the Serpent Reavers began taking prizes in the Indigo Deep alongside the Sahagin. At their helm was none other than Captain Blowpiss, who'd cast his lot with the fishbags. Myrtlewhip knew what had to be done, and to her credit, she didn't shirk from the deed. She acted quickly, sneaking off under the cover of night with the skeleton crew without so much as telling me. Of course, that didn't stop me from stowing myself in the cargo hold and joining her on the voyage. She was none too happy to see me at first, wanted to leave me out of it, she said, but seeing as I made myself known, she was struggling to fend off a horde of reavers and fishbags. It wasn't hard to win her over. Her twin muskets fell in one after the next, as my sharpshooting kept her safe from afar. We cut a path to the center of the island. It was there we found Blowpiss, or rather, the miserable wretch he'd been reduced to, all bones, with skin shriveled and tangled matted with white hair, eyes bulging from his head like a fish as he prayed to the Lord of the world. Ugh. Myrtlewhip challenged him to a duel, and a dim memory must have flickered in his drowned mind, where he accepted, and so with only me there to witness it, Myrtlewhip ended her father's life. The League of Lost Bastards would have lived up to its name if it weren't for Myrtlewhip. Oh, got it. She assumed full command and restored us to our former glory. Not long after, she triumphed in the Trident and was named Chief Admiral of Limsa Lominsa. I often think back that day, seeing her charge into battle, muskets blazing. Might seem reckless to some, but that's how Captain Blowpiss taught her, and she knows no other way. That's why I made it my job to support her from the shadows, and it's a role in which I'll happily serve again. I owe that much to her old man. My only doubt was whether you, my friend, were worthy of commanding me, but watching me from afar has answered that question. I tell wise Kayet, and the rest of my no-good companions that Lorne stands with them. So why don't you just go say it yourself? You still want to stay hidden? I could teleport, but whatever. That's the end of my soda. Why is Kayet? Never did learn how to properly say that name out, because I don't think they've ever said it in the cutscene. They're such B-roll characters. Maybe C-roll, honestly. Did Lorne show himself? Aye, he did. He even told me the story about freaking Myrtlewhip. Can you believe it? Haha, now there's a surprise. I had some hope your words might reach him, but never did I imagine he would agree so readily. Just one thing, Firemac. I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention Lorne's involvement to the company. Landonel, in particular. They'll find out soon enough regardless. I guess they don't get along. At any rate, this gives us new hope in our battle against the blasphemy. All that remains is to set the snare and lure the beast into our clutches. Our scouts are on the lookout for the creature as we speak, but the latest reports are to believe we are drawing ever closer. And with that, I'd best get back to it, and I trust you to report these latest developments to the Maelstrom. Till we meet again, Commander. Almost went somewhere else completely different. Now this poor experience is going to go to waste. The search for the blasphemy continues, though I understand you've been carrying out an entirely different investigation. A marksman by the name of Lawrence, eh? The animal will be pleased. Of course, we won't have much call for his skills until the blasphemy is found. Rest well and prepare yourself as a necessary in the meantime. Lawrence. Why does that ring a bell? Oh, the experience is gone! Oh! Yeah, we might as well go do it. We're doing it. The calm recedes. The Secretariat appears visibly dismayed. Despite our best efforts, the blasphemy continues to elude us. For the time being, I wonder if I could have accepted out another job. It's probably role restricted. Whatever. Sorry to interrupt, but I have an incoming communication. Why is a cat? Quiet. Commander, we've snared ourselves a blasphemy. We're out. We've our erstwhile champion Royal to thank. Knowing that the creature was once the Sahagan Queen, he kept a close eye on the spawning grounds. I guess Royal's here. Sure enough, he spied a massive black shadow moving beneath the water not long ago. After receiving word, Shamani Lomani directed the Maelstrom warships into the city to herd the beast with cannon fire into the Sastasha Sea Grot. Isolated as the Sea Grot is, we can engage our foe without putting small folk at risk. Any words for your men, Commander? Company heroes, assemble! Of course I'm gonna say that. You don't have to tell me twice. I've been aching for a rematch. Rush in blindly and it will go as poorly for you as it did in the first time. Ha! Knowing you, I'm sure you'll show up just in time to see me deal the killing blow. Now, can we not save our vitriol for the quarry which I've lured to the perfect spot that is now waiting patiently for all of you to put it out of its misery? Shh. Ray Fox Gubby Booms blast Overbig blasphemy into bitty pieces. A motlier crew you'll never find, but we'll serve you when the battle is joined. Believe you me. This is Merlewib. I will ready a worship at once. Assemble outside the winch once you've all seen to your preparations. So the time has come. I shall pray for your victory. I do that. Something made my friend do. Stealth pads. Dude, the battle's gonna be right here, huh? Ah, Firemac, the others should be along. Be along soon. Yup. They were coming to get me back. The blasphemy is still contained within this Sastasha Sea Grot. There it will meet its end. Navigator willing. Shh! But they're my brothers, and I could join you in a fight. And yet, blasphemous though it may be, that beast was once our mother. I understand, Noel. Forgive us for what we must do. Were there means to reverse the transformation, we would do all in our power to bring your mother back. Sadly, there's nothing left of her to save. For the future, the Sahagan and Limsa Lomitsa alike, the blasphemy must be like the rest. And when the deed is done, I would bring your brothers, even the crushing triad, aboard the great ship we call Vilgrand. I do not want to slay your mother, but this thing she has become, a mindless beast who would enslave and kill her own, is an affront to the memory of who she was. If not her, it is not. Remember this always. You must. I will not ask you to shoulder the burden of matricide. When the time comes to strike the final blow, I will do the deed. Shh, Admiral. All you say is true, and yet... Commander, I've sighted a group of fishbacks, crushing dried most like heading straight for the Sea Grot. You'd best make your way here, and fast. Time to move out then. Any words for your men before we set sail for One Piece? Don't go dying to me out there. Today the blasphemy falls. I like that. You've grown into the role quite well, haven't you? But enough talk, it's time to show the realm that the Company of Heroes hasn't lost a step. Aye! We'll stand a better chance of slipping past the crushing tide if we split up. Firemac and I will go together, while the rest of you take a different route. Let us brook no further delay to Satasha! What a place to go for this. The freaking first dungeon in the game. Shh! My queen, I beg of you! Pray, show your loyal son mercy! Oh damn, he is dead. They even put a little bit of blood cloud in there. Blasphemy, the Indigo Beast. Is that their name, the Indigo Beast? It's Dao, or what's left of him. Shh! Speaker Dao? Why would our queen do such a thing? It is as the shore walkers say, what we thought a blessing is in truth a terrible curse. Shh, the horror. We must away at once. And leave the shore walkers to face our queen mother alone? No, I will stand with them. You mustn't sully your hands with the blood of your mother. Go and be with your kin. Go! Shh! Forgive me! Oh snap. Oh snaggly diggly, when it's time to slay ourselves a beast. I was beginning to think you wandered off a cliff, Lawrence. Must you say it like that? I prefer to think of myself as fashionably late. But enough talk, it comes. Alright, here we go. We must defeat. Here it comes. We're counting you, Lawrence. Leave it to me. What's he gonna do? I know enemy's weakness escapes my eyes. What? Just one shot here and... Oh, he's got machinist. He's doing machinist stuff. Aye, there we go. See how easy that was? I reckon you could do it too, Acting Commander. If you don't take out the sword, we'll be over before it starts. You ready? Alright, well you do that while I do this one. Oh my god, how often we gotta do this? That trick of yours won't work at us anymore, ain't that right, Acting Commander? Maelstrom. Is that all you got? Time to put you out of your misery. Oh god. Well, I don't know what that does. Oh god. We're in trouble if fucking... what's her name keeps doing that. Who's healing me? Because it's not me is getting healed right now. And I forgot to apply this. Where are my children? I'm so out of it right now. There is no incident. Prepare yourselves. Oh god. Oh yeah, there we go, the company heroes are here. Whoa, who was that voice? Is that freaking Merlin? Oh god, why is there so much going on? They're all here. See how the company heroes are actually helping now? This is how it should have been from the Realm Reborn, and maybe I wouldn't hate them as much. It's a Shiva mechanic. Oh god. Oh my god. Such power. Oh no. What's happening? Feels ouchy. That's enough ether to go blasting this entire island. We'd better fork fast. Alright, can we move? Shh, we stand with you. We protect our steed! Hey, it's not gonna be awesome right now. For the future of the Indigo Deep! Oh, I messed up. Oh, we're not gonna make it. Oh. Woo! Also, I realized this music's playing, which means freaking YouTube's not gonna like that. Oh, hey, what's up, Richard? I will not ask for your forgiveness, but this, I promise, you will be remembered for the mother you were. Shh, Admiral. I have no words. Our Queen Mother returns to the depths in eternal slumber. With your strength, you could have crushed us easily. Why did you spare our lives? The beast and blasphemies are born from the despair in our hearts, but no more. I will break the cycle. Though thou may have been blind to it, I believe in a future where Sahagin and Lominsan live in harmony. Even after losing who she was, your queen made for your spawning grounds, and it is there she drew her last breath. When your next queen is crowned, know that she will have a safe place to raise her young. Once you have selected a suitable location, Ninso Loenso will recognize and honor your claim. A promise for which we are grateful, Admiral. But what of the other peoples of Vilbren? The kobolds are open to the idea. The details will need to be negotiated, but I am confident we can reach an agreement. Sakin, Kobold, and Lominsan alike yearn to abide in peace. We can make it so. Shh! I'd never fought alongside the Shorewalkers before, but I must say, it felt good. We have fought our neighbors for generations. It has won us only suffering and tragedy. I beg of you, lay down your spears. Shh. It'll take time and effort to bridge the gulf between our peoples, but bridge it we shall.
Can't sneak off.
I dare say we have a lot to talking to do as well, don't we, Commander Lawrence? Ah, Landalel. If you'd just allowed me to explain. Let's be off before they drag us into this mess.
You know what? It's worth talking to everybody here since this is like the last quest.
Ho there, good to see our acting commander hale and hearty. Who invited this bloody bastard anyway? Shh. Fighting with the Gabi friends gives Brayflox goody feels. Wondering where I was during the battle? Well, I wasn't slacking off if that's what you're implying. My duty was to protect the ship to ensure our safe return. Truly. I dare say the Blasphemy was the most formidable foe our company has ever faced. I must further hone my skills, lest my next enemy prove too tough for us to handle.
And then Myrtle Whip.
At last it's over, we can take pride in the respite we've won. But we must never forget those who could not be here with us to enjoy it. Whew! Perfect timing, Acting Commander. Ye must save me from this bloodthirsty bastard. Well, Lawrence, let's hear your excuse, and had better be a good one. Why in the seven hells were you skulking about in the shadows while we did all the dirty work? Ha! Like you'd let me any happier if I'd showed myself sooner. I can hear your whinging now. What, you didn't think we could handle this on our own? Aye, and I'd be bloody furious regardless. Don't think I've forgotten what happened, or rather, didn't happen, on the day of our duel. Even though the future of the company hung in the balance, I waited and waited and waited some goddamn more, and still you never turned out. But I've got you now, and I will have satisfaction. Given Lawrence's penchant for the late arrivals, I couldn't help but worry too. To say he cut fine would be an understatement. And not by choice as usual, my scouts observed him roaming near Costa del Sol not long ago. It would seem our commander's woeful sense of direction has not improved in the least. I'm honestly surprised you never realized, Landalel, that was to blame for his extreme tardiness. That the commander did indeed arrive at the agreed upon location for your duel after the sun had risen and set half a dozen times. And Navigator Takemi, Shamani, you promised that you would stay between the two of us. Ah, Brayflox, you have a kind word or two for your old commander, don't ye? Shh. Commander Lawrence, Commander no more. New commander, friend to Gabi's everywhere. Does many sweat works for Gabi kind. Heh, and there I thought you were too much of a coward to face me in battle. Come now, Landalel. You know me better than... Then it's settled. We fight here and now. On your guard. Put that thing down, I say. You can hurt someone with that. Hard to believe he was once the glue that held this merry band together. That's right, if he hadn't yet realized the obvious, Lawrence is our former commander. Forgive me for not stating it plainly sooner. I didn't want you to think we doubted your leadership.
He's got his quirks, but as you saw, he's a force of nature on the battlefield. Anyhow, I think we can all say your stint as acting commander has been a rousing success. Now, I reckon it's about time you gave your final order. Shh. Company heroes band break once more? Brayflox never liked partying with Gobby friends. Here, I may have my complaints, but when we're together, a good fight's never far away. You hardly need a company or a commander to get you that. And should Linsa again be imperiled, there's nothing stopping us from rising to the occasion. Till then, you're all strong enough in your own right. Why not serve the weak in your own ways? I'm sweating up a storm already. It's not even that late. Oh my god, there's everybody to talk to again. Great. Okay, let me talk to Lawrence real fast. It's time for ye to do what I once did. Give your men their final orders and send them on their own way. I just realized the shot again right here too. Why did we ever believe the monstrosity was a blessing? What fools we were. Shh. Forgive us for what we have done, Queen Mother. Alright, so let's go with from the back here, Brayflox. Brayflox wants busy work. Brayflox awaits Uplander's lip flaps. Let the company heroes be disbanded. No more cheese wars, please. Yes. No more cheese wars. You can't take the cheese wars, Brayflox. Brayflox feels heavy heart, but accepts Uplander's bossy words. Brayflox had good times and happy feels with copy friends, but good times will come again, and when they do, new boomsticks will bring blasty doom with much fastness. Well, let's hear, Commander. Let the company heroes be disbanded. You owe me a bottle of your finest Bacchus. I'll 100% that. Indeed. I mean to return to Wineport as soon as I've tied up a few loose ends here. Speaking of wine, I've always preferred the older vintages. Left to sleep in their barrels for many a summer, they come out tasting better than ever. One might say the same about our own company. I await your orders, Commander. Look after the you, brave nun. Oh my god, everything's being too loud now. I have responsibilities, a tribe that wants for my guidance and protection. I will ill afford to tarry here much longer. Nevertheless, it is some regret that I take my leave for all their faults, of which they have many. They are my companions, and I will miss them. A lot of R's. Well, if you've something to say, let's hear it. Return to the whalers and keep the murdering to a minimum, please. To a minimum. Ha! As if I needed you to tell me. While I enjoy the diversion, I know as well as any that the true place is in Gridania, leading a respectable life. You may not have been the perfect commander, but 12 as my witness. I will hope to fight by your side again. Farewell. And then we got Wise Cat. You've had quite a turn of duty, but all good things must come to an end. Any parting words before we go our separate ways? Give Ruju my best regards. Absolutely not. Screw that guy. Let the company heroes be disbanded. Alright. Finally, I can enjoy some semblance of peace again. At least as much as peace as a man can enjoy, waiting hand and foot on the Lord of Costa del Sol. It may have been rough sailing at times, but I rather enjoyed serving under you, Acting Commander Firemac. And on that note, I ought to be on my way. Slipping away again, are we? You are a creature of habit. I resented you for it at the time, you know, but I think I understand now. Better to shun fame and not serve as an example for glory-seeking, too eager to fight and too quick to die. You're overthinking it. I'm a creature of whimsy. A man who lets the tailwind carry him where it will. But more importantly, this new age belongs to the new blood. I've had my day in the sun. And if you succeed in brokering peace with the Beastmen, there'll be no need to worry about primals. And the company can go into permanent retirement. And then I can say I did the right by the old man. If you hadn't been there for us both, I don't know if I could have pulled the trigger. Thank you, Lawrence, brother. I did nothing. It was you who shouldered Captain Blowfist's burden and that of the entire League. I'm sorry, Marloweb. I know it has been easy for you. But I dare say you've worked hard enough. Maybe us company folk aren't the only ones in need of a retirement. But I've said too much. Lawrence holding his tongue. Gods, you have changed. But yes, my greatest test as Admiral still lies ahead, as we steer the great ship Vilbren towards a new future. You truly are your father's daughter. I owe you my thanks, too. Dare say he did almost as good a job keeping my men to task as I could have done. Call it a hunch, but something tells me our paths may cross again. But forgive me if I carry on like I've never seen you before. Not unlike me old friend, old Mistbeard. The old friend Mistbeard. Prefer to keep my past in the past. And with that, I'm off. Take care of yourselves. Then we got Noel here. Shh, the blasphemy is no more, but we will never know lasting peace until the crushing tide agrees to lay down their arms. It will be a daunting task, but what we saw in Satasha, they are not beyond reason. I will do all in my power to see that your efforts and the sacrifices of my brothers were not in vain. Shh, forgive us. Even after being freed from false god's thrall, still we clung to our hateful beliefs. It was easier to hearken to Speaker Dao's every word and turn a blind eye to the harsh truth, easier and cowardly. I will return and speak with my brothers of the crushing tide. I will tell them of our Queen Mother's sacrifice and the vision of hope you have shared with us. I only ask that you give us time and trust us to make our own decision. You have my word. If you would not be averse, let us return to the spawning grounds together. Adventurer, I have no words to express my gratitude to you. I will repay you the only way I know how, by doing my part to usher in an age where Shorewalker and Saigen stand as one. Whew. Think I can finally stop voicing Saigen. Just as now, it would seem, ever since we have achieved a measure of peace with the kobolds, I pray that this day would come. Though it is of course only a beginning, negotiations must be held, and words exchanged in earnest will invariably lead to flared tempers and bruised egos. But such things always accompany meaningful progress. The history of Vilbren is one of bloodshed, but we have the power to change our ways. After all, it is clear we are united by our similarities, then we are divided by our differences. I will share what I have seen of the Saigen with my fellow Levinsons, and listen closely to their doubts and concerns. There must be a harmony not foisted upon them from above. the one which they aspire to their own free will. No doubt, Noel and his brothers feel the same. Again, you have come to Luminsa's aid, my aid, and at a time we needed it most. When next we meet, I hope 'twill not be as admiral and adventurer, but as friends, mayhap trading war stories over ales at the wench. But for now, I must return to my duties. Drafting reports and decrees is hardly the most exciting part of my role, but it is a necessary one. If you happen to pass through Razathan, pray share your exploits with our delegate there. Doubtless he will be interested to hear your first-hand account. Oh shoot, we gotta go back to Razathan? One day I will lay down these muskets of mine for good. But not yet, Father, not yet. Alright, cool. I guess we're going back to Razathan. You drop me off here. The Megaduta. Firemac, you returned. Pray tell what news from my homeland. So, like, the Sahagin was the blasphemy? Extraordinary! And a chance at peace with the Sahagin. These are heartening tidings indeed. Without doubt, you have helped to dispel the pall of despair that once hung over all Vilbrin. Our people now bask in newfound hope. I must share the news with the others. Full glad will they be to hear that the threat to Luminsa is no more. Thank you again, my friend. I guess we'll take Savage Aim. Oh no, I'm gonna get all of those material. Oh no, oh my gosh. My poor inventory. You can now dye the job-specific gear for level 90 melee DPS. Sweet! More than a loss. Yay, 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 yay. So that's one role quest line down. And now the original plan. Alright, so we still got like 10 minutes left in the recording, so let us continue to what I was originally intending to do. Switch over to Machinist, because we still got like a bunch of quests left for Machinists to do. Man, I hope I really didn't mess up the experience here, because that's pretty close to 90. Where are they? The Doman Enclave. We will start the first quest, but depending how long it is, I might cut it into the next episode. But for now... Wait, what? What's that red... What am I saying the red for? What? Why is it showing me that? That's confusing. Hold on. That's actually really confusing me. No. No, I'm going to ignore it. I know what it is. Hey, Yugiti. See, we're all the way at a level 88 quest, so we still got like 2 quests to do here. Oh, that's gonna be 1,000,000 experience worth. Ooh, that's gonna cut it real close. Okay, Yugiti appears armed and ready to leave the Enclave, which can only mean one thing. You were right, not a moment too soon. The blasphemy has been sighted on the coast. For a mercy, there are no reported casualties as of yet. Just the man I was hoping to see. No sooner had we cast cast wide our net, then a Confederate messenger was at our door. If you would join us, Rasho awaits our arrival at Onokoro. Popadidado, dipadototirado. Okay, so to Onokoro. Yeah, my recording has been going great so far. I'm loving this. I don't want to jinx it, but like I'm just every time I look over and think about it, like there's been no Elgato freezes. The webcam has not been getting desynced. This is perfect. I'll probably stream in peace now. Hey, what's up, Tensui? Here about the blasphemy? Yes, Lord Hien and Yugiri should be arriving soon enough. Rasho. I am how you say, Russian Gayuvich. Well now, the noble Lord of Doma should come in person once again. Mayhap these blasphemies truly are a threat. Indeed there are. I was told you and yours sighted our quarry quite recently. Aye, that we did. Near the islands of Shoal Rock. The beasts appear to be docile by all accounts, but appearances can be deceiving. If it is as you say, and this blasphemy has eyes only for former conscripts, then we have not to fear. I trust those we accepted into our care are still in yours at the Kienkan, enjoying the finest Doman hospitality? Wait, what was that? I don't think I said that right. Into our care at the Kienkan, enjoying the finest Doman hospitality. It was a question. I trust those in our into our care are still yours at the Kienkan. That sentence sounds weird. Anyway, I know not why it came to the Ruby Sea, nor why it remains idle, but if we act quickly, there is a chance we could take it unawares. I propose we divide our forces. If you're willing to go ashore, we'll take a ship and circle about the islands. The first to find it will have the honor of the kill. We're obviously not gonna kill it, we still got 2 role quests after this. Ha! A simple enough plan. Shall we be off to Shoal Rock then? This won't go as easy as they think. This won't go as easy as they think. This won't go easy as they think. Oh, oh. Yugiri, what's up, girl? Make ready, Firemac. Should we find the beast first, we must be prepared to strike at once. This is where the blasphemy was last sighted. If the fates are kind, this will all be over soon. Well, the fates will not be kind, because there's still 2 world quests after this. Like, I don't know if you know this, Hien, this is only level 88 world quests. Oh, that's right. I forgot we did actually get to see what the blasphemy looks like. Damn! Such speed! I doubt even my falcons could keep pace with it. Bah, don't tell me that's the blasphemy flying off in the distance. But it is. I hope the ill will bore me. I hope the ill will it bore what? I hope the ill will it bore me in life might compel the beast to stay and fight. I hope the ill will. Oh, that's right. The ill will. Gotcha. I hope the ill will it bore me in life might compel the beast to stay and fight. My God. Why'd you have to say it like that here? Perhaps less of Minato remains than I thought. Minato? The monstrosity was Minato? You knew her? Our family tried to flee Higashi during the occupation, but their ship was raided and sunk. When we happened upon the wreckage, she was huddled between her parents on a piece of flotsam, desperate to keep warm, but they had long since grown cold. We took her to Onokoro, where we nursed her back to health. Couldn't imagine what horrors she must have witnessed. The mere sight of our weapons was enough to make her start screaming. She was clearly unfit for our trade, so we sought a village that might take her in. Isari was the village. What was that village? Several months later, I chanced to meet her on this very beach. She was in the company of a young Ari fisherman, and I knew at once she had found more than a home there. I saw them here many times after that. She found something comforting about this place, I think. According to the reports from Razahan, the memories and desires of those who turn can influence their behavior as blasphemies. Then perhaps Minato's memories are what compelled the beast to come here. That would also explain its timid nature. Minato was never one for violence, and the sight of you, blade drawn, no doubt stirred what little the woman remains in the monster. If that is the case, an assault on the Kyokan is unlikely, guarded as it is by our samurai. But how are we to fight an enemy so quick to flee at the first sign of danger? Robbed of her parents, her husband, and now her life. I would rather we didn't have to at all. But I understand full well the risk we take by doing nothing. If we catch sight of the blasphemy again, you'll be the first to know. Perhaps next time we can put her soul to rest. Just me with my floating gun in my back. Yugidi! We scarcely had time to draw our weapons or fled. Perhaps we must reconsider our approach. There is naught to do now but bide our time. Come, let us return to the Enclave. Dude, was that the end of the quest? Because that one was pretty quick. Yeah, it was. Holy crap. Time to talk to Yugiri again. If the blasphemy fears to show itself, there is no telling how long it may take to track it down a second time. Given what we have learned, it seems likely that the blasphemy will turn to Shoal Rock. But that knowledge will avail us not if we cannot prevent it from escaping again. Uh-oh. Oh, it's this freaking woman again. Lord Hien, on behalf of the people of Izari, we have come with a request. We welcome you with open arms and open hearts. What is it you would ask of me? Those returned to us in the prisoner exchange have been granted shelter at the Kyokan. That they yet live in an affront to Kami's grand design, and the spirits of our loved ones suffer for it. Balance must needs be restored, and I beseech you to render them unto the goddess Izanami. Absolutely not. 'Tis not our place to pray for the death of others, nor draw steel to sate mere bloodlust. When I take a life, be it by command or my own hand, I do so not in service to vengeance, but to uphold my duty to Doma and her people. How did your mercy for Yotsuyo serve your duty? How were your people made better by the sight of her walking free? For her crimes and her cruelty, I cut her down the day we took Doma Castle. I sought to kill her, and by right she should have died then and there. But the kami willed otherwise, and returned her to us alive and bereft of her memories. With no recollection of her deeds, it would have been Tsuyu who faced punishment, not Yotsuyo. This was my judgment, and for it you were denied the justice you deserved. You have every right to resent me. But you come before me and ask that I sacrifice men and women whose only crime was to suffer, to be condemned to a life of servitude. If you truly believe your cause to be sacrosanct, believe yourselves fit to bear the burden and swing the sword, then step forward! Sophistry and lies! They were meant to die! The spirits demand it! Are these the words of the dead or the living who yet mourn? Yes! Gosetsu! Haha! Oh, so happy he's back. Word of the Asari priestess and her gifts has spread far and wide. I thought to see the truth of it myself. By coincidence, I crossed paths with a traveler hailing from the selfsame village who had a mind to return as well, but alas, could not. And so he bid me deliver a missive in his stead. Judging by the striking resemblance, I take it you are the young fisher Akitsu. This is a letter from my father. He was severely wounded in battle, but expects to make a full recovery. He's alive, but that would mean... Surely a woman of your talents can divine a plausible explanation for this turn of events? You shall pay for this contumely? What is that word? Contumely? 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 I don't know. My daughter will make certain of that. Contumely. I've never seen that word before. Yay, good Setsu. So happy to see you. Apologies for the abrupt and otherwise unannounced arrival. As you can see, my Lord Hien, I am returned. Full glad am I for it. Thanks to your timely arrival, we have given the lie to Kisei's claims of preternatural powers. I gather you're apprised of recent events? Aye, it did not take long to learn the state of affairs here in Doma, and that my assistance may be required. I'd heard tales of Kisei channeling the dead, including the father of one young fisherman. Imagine my surprise when I saw this spirit in the flesh. He was also on pilgrimage, paying respects to the departed, so we chanced to meet in a Liberation Front infirmary. Would that we were not brought back together under such circumstances, but I am glad to see you all hale and hearty. Freaking Gotsetsu, man. He's a good soul. Also, I forgot. This episode was supposed to end a little bit ago. It's a little bit over, but it's okay. Oh, it's the kid from like the first dish quest. I forget what quest he was from. Tombo? Is something the matter? I wish to apologize, Lord Tian. It was wrong of me to say the things I said. I understand nothing can bring back my father, but I was so angry, Please, Tombu, you needn't apologize. It's just my brother was always so brave, but father's death was more than he could bear, and it turned him into that monster. If he wasn't brave enough, what chance do I have? We wanted to perform the rites for father, but the body was never returned to us, so... Not that I blame you for that, Lord Tian. I understand nothing could be done. And he's gone. The Kitsu's father survived is nothing short of a miracle, but I fear he is indeed the rare exception. I have offered prayers at more graves than I can count. It would be cruel to give others the false hope that their loved ones might return. And yet Kisei continues to do just that, offering comfort with her lies. Attempting but ephemeral balm for wounds that have yet to heal, much like the anger some harbor for you, or resentment for the families restored while theirs remains broken. But for those like that poor boy whose hearts lack for hatred, who only know sadness and despair, they too may turn. Exposing the truth of Kisei's deception hasn't helped matters, but if we are to prevent more suffering, we must pursue a lasting solution. I would be most grateful for your counsel, Gosetsu. There is much I could learn from your pilgrimage. If there's aught you require, but say the word and it shall be done. It is the least I can do for the part I played in Yotsuyo's tragedy. I failed her in the end, but I will not fail you, my lord. Thank you again for your aid, Firemac. The day's events have given me much to consider. When our next step is decided, you will be the first to know. Woo! Alright. Do. Okay, so that quest is done. I'm gonna end the YouTube episode here, so this is Firemac saying toodles. See you next time.